For you to constantly win, when this voice over here, the real you, is saying, get the fuck out of here. Go. You're nobody. You've always been nobody. And it's true. People don't hear that. That's a true voice. That's the real reality of David Goggins at 24 years old. It's not a false reality. And then you had to create another voice over here that is saying you're better than that other voice. And you're in the freezing cold water that both voices don't want to be in.
David Goggins is widely known for his relentless mindset and ability to push past extreme mental and physical challenges. His philosophy revolves around self-discipline, mental resilience, and an unyielding commitment to self-improvement. In this discussion, Goggins outlines the battles he faced within himself, the transformation he underwent, and the importance of creating an inner voice that propels one towards success. Below are the key insights from his perspective on mental toughness and personal growth. The internal battle between two voices. Goggins describes an internal conflict that many people experience, the struggle between self-doubt and self-belief. He explains that at a certain point in his life, his true inner voice constantly told him he was not good enough, reinforcing negative thoughts about his abilities and self-worth. However, to achieve success, he had to consciously create a second voice, one that countered those limiting beliefs and encouraged him to push forward despite discomfort. This battle is crucial for anyone striving for greatness. The negative voice exists in all of us, but the ability to cultivate a stronger, more determined voice is what separates those who succeed from those who remain stuck. Goggins highlights that this new voice does not develop overnight, but is built through consistent action and self-discipline, winning small battles to achieve greatness. Goggins emphasizes that success is not achieved in one monumental moment, but through a series of small victories in everyday life. Whether it's waking up early, pushing through a tough workout, studying despite distractions, or making better dietary choices, each small victory strengthens the winning mindset. By constantly facing discomfort and overcoming challenges, an individual builds resilience and confidence. Goggins illustrates this with his own experiences, pushing himself through intense physical training, enduring freezing water, and committing to self-improvement in every aspect of life. Each challenge won was another step toward creating an unbreakable mindset. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't. According to Goggins, most people only have one voice in their mind, the voice of self-doubt, fear, and negativity. They never develop the second voice that pushes them to overcome obstacles. Those who remain in this state often judge others who strive for greatness, misunderstanding the level of dedication required for success. He explains that this mindset stems from comfort and lack of personal accountability. Many people prefer to stay in their comfort zones rather than put in the effort to improve. Those who take control of their minds and actively work towards self-improvement distinguish themselves from the majority. The importance of studying the mind. Goggins credits his transformation to a deep understanding of the human mind. Unlike those who passively accept their circumstances, he dedicated years to studying how the brain functions under different conditions, stressful environments, comfortable situations, and extreme challenges. By understanding his own thought processes, he was able to rewire his mindset and push past mental barriers. He stresses that true change does not happen by accident. It requires a conscious effort to study and train the mind for success. The reality of distractions and social media. Goggins points out that many people waste time on distractions, such as social media, instead of focusing on self-improvement. He argues that scrolling endlessly or engaging in negativity online is a sign of having too much idle time, time that could be used to become better. This is why he is often misunderstood. People who criticize or attack others online usually do so because they are avoiding their own shortcomings. Instead of working on themselves, they invest time in negativity. Goggins understands this mindset because he once lived it, and this realization is what pushed him to change, the courage to become better. One of the most frustrating things for Goggins is seeing people who lack the courage to change. He believes that deep down, everyone has the ability to improve, but very few take the necessary steps. Instead of blaming circumstances or making excuses, True growth comes from taking responsibility and making the conscious decision to become better. Goggins explains that this journey is not about seeking approval or validation from others. It's about becoming the best version of oneself, regardless of what others think or say. Becoming uncommon amongst the uncommon. When Goggins became a Navy SEAL, he initially saw them as an elite group, people who were extraordinary in every way. Once he joined their ranks, he realized that even within the SEALs, there was a sense of normalcy. Simply being among the best was not enough. He wanted to stand out even among the uncommon. This mindset led him to take on additional challenges, such as Ranger School and Delta Force selection, constantly pushing himself beyond the limits of what was expected. He was not content with being like everyone else. He wanted to redefine his own standards of excellence. The desire to keep pushing forward. Many people achieve a certain level of success and become complacent. Goggins recognized this pattern and made it a point to continuously seek challenges that would test him. Even after becoming a SEAL, he voluntarily put himself through some of the toughest military training programs because he knew that comfort leads to stagnation. For him, real growth happens when one intentionally steps back into discomfort. This is why he kept finding ways to challenge himself, ensuring that he never became too comfortable. Facing resistance and criticism. Goggins acknowledges that his approach to life makes many people uncomfortable. Some criticize him, while others struggle to understand his mindset. He explains that this is natural because when someone works harder than others, it often makes those around them uncomfortable. He never sought to fit into any group or be liked by everyone. Instead, he focused on his personal mission of growth and self-mastery, regardless of the opinions of others. The value of being true to yourself. In the past, Goggins tried to fit in by pretending to like things just to be accepted. However, he eventually realized that true fulfillment comes from being completely authentic. He stopped caring about seeking approval and started living according to his own principles. This transformation required immense self-reflection and personal accountability. Instead of seeking external validation, he focused on building his inner strength, personal sovereignty, and self-discipline. Goggins describes his mindset as personal sovereignty, a state where he is completely self-sufficient and independent in his thinking. He does not let the opinions of others dictate his actions, nor does he seek approval from anyone. His discipline comes from within. He holds himself accountable every single day, setting high standards and pushing himself beyond limits. He explains that true discipline is built through continuous effort, not by waiting for motivation. The power of hard conversations with yourself. One of Goggins' core practices is having honest conversations with himself. Every morning, he conducts what he calls a morning meeting, where he evaluates his actions from the previous day. He asks himself where he fell short and what he can improve. Most people avoid hard conversations with themselves and instead look for external validation. However, true growth comes from facing uncomfortable truths and making the necessary changes. Embracing challenges to find your true self. Goggins believes that true self-discovery happens in difficult situations. When people put themselves in challenging environments, whether it's extreme physical training, rigorous study, or personal hardships, they uncover their true potential. He explains that many talented individuals never reach their full potential because they rely solely on their talent. True greatness comes from pushing past talent and entering a zone of extreme mental resilience. The deep end mentality. Goggins describes a mindset where individuals must be prepared to go into the deep end of challenges. Those who are truly mentally strong thrive in difficult situations because they have trained themselves to handle adversity. This preparation ensures that when life throws unexpected challenges, they are ready to face them head-on.